Hello, hello. I've made it. Third time lucky. I was having trouble connecting. Hi, everyone. I'm Jacquelyn. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late, but the YouTube gods were against me. So I hope you hung around. I noticed there were a few people waiting. So, oh, Suzanne, you were the same. Oh, okay. Must be just a YouTube glitch then. Okay. Okay. Or you were a bit late. Hello and good morning and welcome, Suzanne, and welcome to anyone else who's listening in. And also, if you're listening in after, I notice that there are a lot listening in after. So, welcome. And please, when you do listen in, if you can like the video and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you are notified whenever I'm doing a new video. I've decided this is definitely the way to do it by going live because afterwards, there are plenty of people who listen in. And if I was pre-recording, it would take me so much longer. Whereas at least when I go live, I'm just there, do it, half an hour, it's done. If I was pre-recording, it'd probably take at least 2 hours. So this is definitely the way to go for me. So today we are looking at the business-based chakra. Now, we're not going to oh, okay, Suzanne. So you had trouble getting on as well. Great. Good to know it wasn't just me. So we're not going to look at every aspect of the business-based chakra today because there's many, many aspects. And so each time we go round and each time we come back to the base, I focus on a different aspect. So today's aspect I decided on after the experience I had of being away and for several weeks and all over the place and staying in different places and no routine. And even though my business was only sort of half happening at the time, but I was still doing some business things, but it took a lot more effort because I was out of my usual space. And when I got home, the thing I really appreciated was my routine, like not just my business routine, that as well, and my business space, the space in my office here, but also the routine of my life. And not in a way that I'm stuck in the routine or really need routine, but I realized it is just so energy efficient. And that's when I realized the importance of having some sort of routine. Now, I like a lot of flexibility in my routine as well, but just the basics, if they can be done in a more energy efficient way, it's just so much easier. Like even being in a kitchen and in my kitchen and being able to cook my own, a meal in my kitchen and knowing where everything is. And I was in so many other people's kitchens and just that, like the effort of making a meal is so much more because I didn't know where anything was. Do they have this or not? And so that efficiency made me think about what I wanted to talk. Well, that I suppose directed me into what I wanted to talk about this week with the base chakra, which is about that aspect of the base that is about stability. It is about support. It is about structure. And what's really interesting with that, though, because we all like a different amount of that, depending on what sort of person we are. As I discovered chatting about this yesterday on Insight Timer, there were quite a few Virgos on there, and they were just saying, "Oh, we love that," So it probably depends a bit on your astrology signs, and yeah, just your what what supports you to thrive. And in many ways, this is what the business base chakra is about. It is the foundation. The other chakras sit on top of it. And so it's really important it provides a good support so that the rest of the business can thrive. So all of the other energy centers can really function optimally. Now, the thing that's important with that business base is that it's not constrictive, that it's not claustrophobic. It doesn't sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Strangle the whole thing because it's about giving support, but it's also about allowing the flow of energy through the business because the sacral that sits on top of the base chakra is about flow and creativity and all those beautiful yin energies, much more yin. Um, but it's really important that the base provides some structure for that. And so I'll often liken the base to bamboo. So it's got the root and it's strong and it's tall and it's supportive, but it's also flexible. It can sway, and that allows that flow of energy to move up through the base. So whereas, if it's really rigid, if it was a great big solid oak, yeah, the business might be very supported, but it doesn't necessarily allow for the flow. And that flow was the type of the situation that I had with going away, where I had to allow my business to flow a lot more. And because I wasn't so rigid, I could discard a few things. So for me, I said, okay, I'm not going to be able to do my YouTube lives, my Insight Timer lives, my podcast. I let those go for a couple of weeks at least. But I still had a basic structure there to support the rest of the business. So I didn't need those aspects particularly. So it's just an interesting way to look at your business and look at the support you're providing. And so when I'm talking about systems, um, you what have you got? The word efficiency has hit me this morning. It's what I love about the stability and predictability of routine. Yeah, it really does, Suzanne. It really does make everything much more efficient, energy efficient, if you like. And I had not realized that until I was really out of it. I mean, out of not out of it, but out of the routine. And so, yeah, when it comes to your business, it's like, what gives you that support then? What gives you that efficiency? And so, is it your payment system, your booking system, your email system? What do you have? What are the systems that you have in place to make your business more efficient, to make you, to preserve your energy and your time? Because that's what they're meant to do. And if they get too heavy, they can become very they can absorb a lot of time if they get too complex and too heavy. And if you're a one man show, you might not want to be spending a lot of time actually maintaining those systems. So it depends on the size of your business, and it depends also how much you love, that side. I mean, I'm not really into systems. I like the efficiency of it, but I don't get off on a whole lot of spreadsheets and things. It's just not my jam. So I want to keep it minimal. I want to have it efficient because I don't want to be toing and froing with people all the time to sort things out. But I also want it to be light. I suppose that would be my word for it. And even now, there is a system that I use. I use Katra, which is my email system. It's the system that holds the portal for Biz Alchemy Playground. It's my payment system. So it all goes through there. And I have another couple of systems as well. But interestingly, I actually feel like it's a little bit heavy for my business now. I don't feel like I need it. I don't use most of the tools contained within it. And so it actually feels a little bit of a weight. And I feel like there's something that's lighter and still would meet my needs, but I'm waiting for the universe to show it to me. It hasn't come across my path yet, but and more economical because it actually costs me quite a bit to maintain that system as well. And so I have in the past spent a lot more money on systems and I have scaled back. So I feel like the systems I have in place now support me, support the business. Yes, could probably lighten just a tiny bit. But it's just an interesting thing to think about. And what I notice is, particularly when people are new to business, you don't want to do the system stuff. You're there all you're talking about your message. You want to share, you want to help, you want to serve your clients or your customers, and it's all very upper chakra stuff. And unless you're someone who's that way inclined and likes systems, you're probably just ignoring those. And then when you have to do it, it's like, oh my God, okay, I've got to do that. And then what can sometimes happen is you start to get a little bit busier and then you're playing catch up to get those things in place. So it is important to get something simple in quite early on in your business. But then, as I said, also keep an eye that you don't get too heavy in the systems because this can happen with a bit of FOMO when you're looking around and someone's promoting this and that and that. And you're like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be great. And actually, you don't really need that. So, yeah, just have a look. Where are you at in your business? How are your systems supporting you? Um, do you feel like there'd be something that could give you a little bit more support that would help your efficiency so that you can actually be putting your energy into serving or creating or whatever it is you're doing in your business and you love to do in your business? So it is an important topic and it is an important foundational part of the business, even though it's not really that sexy. So unless unless you're my youngest daughter, Grace, who my two daughters were here on Saturday, they stayed the night, and on Sunday morning, Heidi and I are surveying. That's my other daughter, surveying our beautiful veggie garden that we planted the day before, and we were talking about the nature and the light and all this stuff. And Grace, Grace just looked at us and went, "Oh, you're so alike." But I just can't wait to get home, and because it's Sunday and that's the day I do my investment spreadsheet. And so we were up, with the fairies, and Grace is just like, "I just want to get home and do my investment spreadsheet." And it just made me laugh because she loves that. She loves the base chakra stuff. And there are people who really thrive on that. And actually talking about investment and money, that's another, because that's an important part of the base chakra is money and cash flow. And so it's really important that those systems support that cash flow as well. So that make it easy for money to flow into your business. Okay, I think that's everything I've got to say. Hello, hello. Oh, wonderful to have you here. Can you give up the soul care retreat? My mind's going, okay, okay, who is that? But I'm so glad you're joining. so, um, so yes, I hope that you've been able to capture some of what I've been talking about with the base chakra of the business and the systems and the strategies. Actually, someone yesterday too on Insight Timer, it was someone in the States, and they were asking about like the legal side of business, which is something I don't think about a lot because I don't have a lot of legal requirements or insurances or things in my business. So, but that is also part of the base chakra and things like your terms and conditions. Now, terms and conditions are also one of those things that can be such a pain in the neck, like to just create them. And it's like, do I really need that? They're not the sort of people I attract in. But the thing is, if someone does want to break a payment plan or something like that, it is helpful to know that there were some terms and conditions in place for that just gave a framework around their purchase of their session or course or whatever it was. And it doesn't mean that you have to stand by those and say, "Nope, sorry, no refund." But at least by having them there, it does provide a bit of structure as well, a support, I suppose, that if it came to the crunch, you could say, "Well, look, these are the terms and conditions you agreed to." And so even that can provide an efficiency in that it can stop the vagueness. It's just that thing of it's communication. It's just like open communication. And so that also helps that structure of the business as well. So I just thought I'd mention that because that was an interesting point this lady brought up. Okay, so let's get into it, I think, into the meditation. I can't think of anything else to share. There's no questions there in the chat about it. Please, if you are listening to this later and anything comes up for you, share a comment or ask a question in the comments because I do read them. So, if you've got a question or you just want to share your experience of setting up the systems, creating strategies in your business and so on, pop that in the chat and I will get to it. Okay, so let's get into this meditation. Today, we will focus a lot on the business energy body. Sometimes when I'm doing these, I focus just on your energy body, but obviously, this is about the business. Your energy body is still affected by these. As I talked about at the beginning of the live, I was talking about the my routine and how actually that helps me in terms of my efficiency. And you can look at your routine in your business as well. And so it might be that you are too rigid in how you show up in your business. So you might have that constriction in your base, and that comes from fear. Very often, when there's that control and constriction in the base, it comes from fear. It comes from a lack of trust. And that's where control comes from, that energy of control. And as I mentioned with the business, that does stop the energy of flow through the base chakra. So, just being aware that there will be some activity happening in your base chakra as well as your business's base chakra in terms of feeling supported, which is what systems do, letting go of the control and trusting, such a big one for the base chakra. Okay, Suzanne, I have some systems that work really well and feel light, others that feel a bit heavy, and still others that are missing resistance. Oh, well, let's see what your business has to say to you, Suzanne, when we go into the meditation now. Okay, so get yourself comfortable and opening your feet chakras nice and wide and inviting the earth energy to flow up into your body. And then grow your root system down deep into the earth. And feel that root system holding you, feel it supporting you. And take a deep breath in. And breathing out, let go, empty your mind. Then take another deep breath in and fill your whole body with the breath. And when you're ready to breathe out down through your feet chakras, sending your breath down into the earth. And on your next in-breath, draw up that beautiful earth energy, bring it up through your feet, bring it through your body. And when you breathe out through your crown and send your breath up out to the universe. And then imagine that energy cycling back down, going back down into the earth, back up through your root system and back through you. Just feeling this continuous flow of energy. Relaxing that base chakra, relaxing those glutes. Okay, opening that coccyx area and allowing the flow. And now invite your business to come in and join you. Imagine it's coming from a distance and it's coming towards you. Notice what form it's taking on. Could be any form. It might be the way it usually shows up if you do this often. It might take on a new form today. It might have a new message for you through the way it's showing up. And it's coming right up opposite you. And if you're someone that doesn't really see so much, perhaps you can feel its energy. Now it's right up in your space. Welcome it in. Notice, is it grounded? Do you need to grow some roots down to ground your business? Remember, it's operating in the 3D. It's important it's grounded. And now connect in with your business through your hand chakras by putting your hand chakras out in front of you with your palms face up and your elbows by your side. And invite your business to place its energy into the palms of your hands. And notice what you're feeling. What are you feeling in the hands? What sensations? You might feel a tingling, a lightness, a burning, a weight. How's it feeling for you today? And is it equal on both sides or is it more on one side? And then notice if you're feeling any sensation in any other parts of your body. Just do a quick body scan. Notice if you're feeling it anywhere or feeling any particular sensation. This is just telling you how your body is responding to your business's energy. And notice if you're feeling any emotion. Are there any thoughts crossing your mind as you're connecting in? Or perhaps you're having some other visuals, just observing. And then ask your business, is there anything it wants to share with you? Just right now, in this moment, what would it like to share with you? Or you might have a particular question you'd like to ask it. And just allow that answer to come into your mind. Just pull it in, trust it, receive it. And then you might like to ask your business, how are you feeling about the systems that are in place? And just see what sense you get from your business around that. We'll explore this a bit more later, but I just wanted to for you to just gauge how your business is feeling. And then relax your hands down and take your focus down into your base chakra. And just notice how it's feeling. Is it feeling relaxed and open? Does it feel a little bit tight? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel spacious? And then put your focus over to your business's base chakra. So just down at the bottom of its energy body, really, and where the base would sit. And just imagine you're looking inside your business's base and get a sense of how it is. Is it grounded? Is it open? Is it like the bamboo where it's strong but still flexible? Or does it sort of feel cluttered? Is it a bit crowded in there? Does it feel heavy? Just get a sense. So, what we're going to do to begin with is just transmute any old energies that's in your business's base and that's in your base as well, that's actually sort of holding back the base from being the optimal support for you and for your business. Okay, these just could be stories. In as far as your business is concerned, it could even be other people's stories that it's taken on, people who've been involved in the business, who've said that it should be set up in a certain way, perhaps. The business can take those energies on. And for you, it might be around not feeling supported by yourself, by your business, by the routines you've set up, just feeling unsupported generally. So, what's happening now? There's this beautiful red energy coming up out of the earth, and it's coming up into your base and it's coming up into your business's base. And it's transmuting some of those stories and beliefs. Okay. It's transmuting, actually, it's just telling me right now, hard work, things that are hard work. I was talking about the energy efficiency. So the things that are depleting your base chakra, the things that are depleting your business's base chakra rather than supporting it. So it's clearing out what's no longer necessary. And we have a lot of stories from our life, stories from our ancestry that can really block up the base chakra, that can feel where we feel unsupported, unsafe. So this is clearing out yours, clearing out the businesses so that there's a beautiful a cleaner slate, shall we say, to actually activate the energies that will give you and your business the support you require, the support to move into your flow, to move into your creativity. So that energy's passed through, that's done its job now. And now from above, you've got it's like a golden light that's coming in down through the crown and through the business's crown. And it's going flowing down into your base chakra. And when it gets to the base, it's flowing like an infinity symbol. It's in that shape in your base chakra. And the same thing is happening in your business. And this is just bringing this beautiful balance within your base chakra of the structure and flow. Okay, it's almost like a yang aspect and a yin aspect. So, structure and flow within the base. So, this energy is flowing. Just keep your base chakra relaxed. And this is bringing a balance. So, it's reharmonizing. So if there's been too much rigidity, too much hanging on because of fear in your base, well, it's bringing in a harmony to allow the relaxation, to allow the flow. And depending on where your business is, whether there's not enough structure or too much structure, there is a flow coming in there as well. There is a harmony coming in there as well. And now those infinity symbols are growing larger. And what's happening is they're coming together, they're merging. So now there's this beautiful harmony being created between your base and your business's base as this golden energy flows in this infinity symbol between your base and your business's base. And what this is doing is setting up a beautiful supportive energy between you and your business. So you are giving your business the support it needs. So your business is giving you the support that you need. So just feeling this beautiful connection, allow yourself to feel supported by your business, by the structures in your business, the systems in your business. And notice how when you allow those to support you, you can relax, you can let go. You can just do what you came here to do, share what you came here to share. So just feeling yourself held. It's almost like the two curved parts of the infinity symbol are now like a seat, like one part sitting under you and one part sitting under your business, like that's just holding you, supporting you. And as you allow yourself to be supported in this way, connect back in with your business through your hand chakras again. And just ask your business, is there another system or another structure that you would like that would give you more support? Or if you feel that there's too many there, you might be asking, is there one I can remove that will allow more flow? So just depending on your situation. And then allow the answer from your business to just cross your mind, pull it in, receive the answer. And then ask your business, how can I give you more support? Just see what your business has to share with you. And then you might like to share with your business how it could give you more support. It's really important. The business is one of the channels for you to receive. So it's really important that you do feel supported by it, but that you're also supportive of it. I mean, it's a pretty important channel for you to receive. So thank your business with what it shared with you. If you didn't get answers to the questions you asked, don't worry. You've asked them, okay? You'll get the answer. The answer will come to you somehow, maybe through another source, but you will receive the answer. So then allow your business's energy to fade out of the meditation. Bring your focus back to your base chakra. Just notice it's just glowing this beautiful red now. It's very strong, connected down to the earth. It feels supported. And then notice that energy from the earth flowing up into your feet. And use that energy to awaken your physical body again, to come slowly back into your body, your beautiful, beautiful physicality. And honor your body as you come back into it. Honor this lovely, this denser energy that is your human form. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back into our space. And if you feel you'd like to share anything, tender. Suzanne, it's interesting. Someone yesterday also they made the comment of a gentleness as well, and I found, and even you using that word tender, it was like, wow, it's so interesting for the base chakra, because I often feel like it's much more solid. So really interesting that the base is opening in that way, that you feel tender. Yeah, makes me wonder. I'll have to tune into that, if there's as almost like a new frequency of energy coming through for the base chakra. Mm. So, yeah, if anyone's listening and wants to share anything with that, anything about your experience. And also, if you will listen afterwards, please, again, put it in the comments, because I will read it. Yeah, that's really interesting, Suzanne. Okay, I'm going to have to sit with that more. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. And just to share with everyone, um, if you're on my newsletter list, you will have seen this. But an important part of the base chakra is about receiving, because especially in the business, it's about receiving money. For us, it's about receiving all our needs. And so I have just released a new 4-part audio series on the alchemy of receiving, which is a course I ran in February this year with calls. It was a live course, but I've taken the activations from that course and re-recorded them and have released them in this 4-week, 4-module series. We go through 2 chakras each week. So if that is something you would love, I will put the link in the notes here just down below. it's 44 US dollars. And so you'll receive week 1 and then a week later, week 2, and so on. You can download it to your phone or wherever you want so you can listen over and over again. And it's not like you finish the 4 weeks and then it's over. You can go back and re-listen to any of those modules at any time when you feel like you want to move that chakra into a deeper level of receiving. Suzanne, I reckon that's what's happening. As I say that, I think it's because the base chakra has always been so yang in many ways, and I think there's a yin aspect that's being activated for us in the base chakra. So, yes. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go, that's my first insight. Yes, that's right, Suzanne, you did the original course, yeah. So, if anyone's interested, yeah, I agree. I think it's because as we work through, like, that's one thing that that course is looking at is the yin aspect of each chakra and activating the yin to allow more receiving. So, yes, that could well be why there's that gentleness coming through the base. Oh, a lot to explore there. Thank you for that, Suzanne. And so, thank you for everyone who joined. We will be doing the sacral chakra next week, same time. Um, I'm not sure which aspect of the sacral. I'll wait and tune in next week to see which aspect. There's so many aspects to cover in the sacral chakra, and it's a very different energy to the base chakra. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Please remember to like the video. I really appreciate that. Share it with anyone who you think might benefit or would enjoy it. Maybe not, oh, here, you'd benefit from this. Maybe you'd enjoy this. It might be nicer. And please make sure you subscribe so you do get the notifications when I go live. Yes, a playground call in 20 minutes time. Thanks, Suzanne. We'll see you there. Thanks to those of you who joined me, and I'll see you again next week for the sacral chakra. Have a great week. Bye, everyone.